Let us unite, therefore, in imploring the supreme ruler of nations to spread his holy protection over these United States.
It would be unbecoming the representatives of this nation to assemble for the first time in this solemn temple without looking up to the supreme ruler of the universe and imploring his blessing.
Whilst we devoutly return thanks to the beneficent being who has been pleased to breathe into them the spirit of conciliation and forgiveness, we are bound with peculiar gratitude to be thankful to him that our own peace has been preserved through so perilous a season, and ourselves permitted quietly to cultivate the earth and to practice and improve those arts which tend to increase our comforts.
We are indebted to that divine providence whose goodness has been so remarkably extended to this rising nation. It becomes us to cherish a devout gratitude and to implore from the same omnipotent source a blessing on the consultations and measures about to be undertaken for the welfare of our beloved country.
For advantages so numerous and highly important, it is our duty to unite in grateful acknowledgments to that omnipotent being from whom they are derived, and in unceasing prayer that he will endow us with virtue and strength to maintain and hand them down in their utmost purity to our latest posterity.
The first sentiment which impresses itself upon the mind is of gratitude to the omnipotent disposer of all good for the continuance of the signal blessings of his providence.
That the almighty ruler of the universe may so direct our deliberations and overrule our acts as to make us instrumental in securing a result so dear to mankind is my most earnest and sincere prayer. We have reason to renew the expression of our devout gratitude to the giver of all good for his benign protection.
We are all called upon by the highest obligations of duty to renew our thanks and our devotion to our heavenly parent, who has continued to vouchsafe to us the eminent blessings which surround us, and who has so signally crowned the year with his goodness.
Under the benignant providence of Almighty God, the representatives of the states and of the people are again brought together to deliberate for the public good. The gratitude of the nation to the sovereign arbiter of all human events should be commensurate with the boundless blessings which we enjoy.
During the past year, we have been blessed by a kind providence with an abundance of the fruits of the earth. And although the destroying angel for a time visited extensive portions of our territory with the ravages of a dreadful pestilence, yet the Almighty has at length deigned to stay his hand and to restore the inestimable blessing of general health to a people who have acknowledged his power, deprecated his wrath, and implored his merciful protection.
Our grateful thanks are due to an all-merciful providence, not only for staying the pestilence which in different forms has desolated some of our cities, but for crowning the labors of the husbandman with an abundant harvest and the nation generally with the blessings of peace and prosperity.
Under the solemnity of these convictions, the blessing of Almighty God is earnestly invoked to attend upon your deliberations and upon all the counsels and acts of the government, to the end that, with common zeal and common efforts, we may, in humble submission to the divine will, cooperate for the promotion of the supreme good of these United States.
But first and above all, our thanks are due to Almighty God for the numerous benefits which he has bestowed upon this people, and our united prayers ought to ascend to him that he would continue to bless our great republic in time to come as he has blessed it in time past.
While it has not pleased the Almighty to bless us with a return of peace, we can but press on, guided by the best light he gives us, trusting that in his own good time and wise way all will yet be well.
To express gratitude to God in the name of the people for the preservation of the United States is my first duty in addressing you. In coming before you for the first time as Chief Magistrate of this great nation, it is with gratitude to the giver of all good for the many benefits we enjoy.
Our heartfelt gratitude is due to the divine being who holds in his hands the destinies of nations for the continued bestowal during the last year of countless blessings upon our country.
For these manifestations of his favor, we owe to him who holds our destiny in his hands the tribute of our grateful devotion. To that mysterious exercise of his will, which has taken from us the loved and illustrious citizen who was but lately the head of the nation, we bow in sorrow and submission.